First off, back-to-back big wins here on the back-to-back. What did you see from your team in this one tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it was a huge game, especially back-to-back, coming in, traveling, getting in late, and having the start we did. That was good to see and extremely important in this win. In the first 40 minutes were obviously really important. I know the last period, games like that are a little tough to continue to play as we did the first two periods, but overall I thought everyone did really well.
You get on the board, Thomas and Jake also get on the board. What do those contributions from the defense, even going back to last game, mean for the D-core stepping up to create in the offensive?
Yeah, I think it's important to get contributions everywhere. Forwards are constantly doing it, constantly working, so they're kind of behind the scenes. They're doing all the work down low to get us the pucks up top, and then we got to do the job to get them to the net, and I think we did a good job of that. And forwards are going to the net and causing havoc, and that's when you get pucks there, that's what happens. I know, like, the goal I had was not a pretty goal by any means, but it's the principle of it that we're working to get pucks and getting them to the net. So
you go up, you have that first period, you guys go up 4-0, and you expect to push back from a team, and you score the first two goals of the second period too. What was it like in between locker room? What was the talk about, coming out for that second period when you probably would expect them to?
Yeah, we did. We expected a push, and I'm not going to say that every team has different ways of, you could see that they were coming out there and trying to be physical with us, and that can definitely, when we're down, that's what we try to do. We try to do that all the time. The physicality part of the game, it's important. It's hard to do, so it's hard to sustain that. So they came out doing that push, but I think getting that first goal in the second, that really took the wind out of their sails. So that was important.
Is that an area for you guys that you can? You look at a lot of things in this game, but just that one in particular, you're up 4-0 and you build on it. You don't sit back. Is that an area of growth for this team?
It's an area of focus. I don't know if it's something that we haven't done really. It's always a focus of ours to it's our identity is an aggressive game constantly. It doesn't matter if we're up, down, or tied. It's an aggressive game, and we try to keep that focus no matter what.
For much of the year, this team has liked the way it's played and hasn't necessarily gotten the results, and kind of preached patience, stick with it throughout that time. It feels like there's a little bit of an abandoning that patience now for more of a sense of urgency. Is that fair, and how is that affecting you guys?
Yeah, it's. I mean, you kind of toe the line a little bit, because you're right. You can't go the whole year losing games and just we're playing good and staying patient. You have to have. You can't get frustrated, I think, is the main point, but we have to play with urgency. So those are the lines we try to toe. Obviously you're going to play some games where you play pretty good and you take a loss, and you have to understand that. But you also have to understand that you can't just say that every night you play well and you keep losing. That's where the urgency comes in.
Brady, 2 big wins here on the back-to-back. What did you see from your team here in this one?
I think we're we played to our identity, and we're a tough team to play against. I think yesterday we put a really good 60-minute effort in and couldn't capitalize on some chances. And tonight, I thought for the most part we played a really solid game. I think when you get into a game like that, that's I guess it's natural to take your foot off the gas a little bit. But I think there's a lesson to be learned there that we just got to play for Levy there and help him out, and not give up as many great A chances as we did. And I think we're going to learn from that and be better because of it. You
mentioned playing to identity in the first period. What did you see specifically from your line out of the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think it just speaks to the depth that we have in this team, and we've been able to play with a lot of different guys, throughout this year already. And I think with Cuz and Rids, we're simple. We're all power forwards, want to get to the net, want to get into that pop to create space for one another. I think we, in our first game together, showed some good chemistry and something that that we'll just continue to build and get better with.
Brady, it seemed like in that first period, it looked like from a bubble you guys had the puck and could do pretty much whatever you wanted with it at that point in the first period. Why was that?
Well, I just think we need to win these games. These are must-win games in our world, and we're getting to that point that you just can't waste an effort. Doesn't matter that we're on a back-to-back. That honestly, that might have helped us is playing last night and not having much of a break and just getting right into it. So I thought that was probably the best first period I've seen from this team, and something that we know that we're capable of doing, and something that we need to make more of an identity every start to every game.
And for you, it's 200 goals in the NHL tonight. Was your 200th. milestones will pile up? What does that one mean for you?
Honestly, I had no idea. It's pretty cool. But I wouldn't be getting 200 if it wasn't for my line mates, teammates, and the guys that assisted on that making great plays, great shots for tips. So whenever you have something like that, it's not a one-man show; it's a team effort. And thanks to all those guys for helping me out throughout the years.
You guys have had a rough run recently. How good does it feel to have the wins and have things starting, momentum turning in the right direction? Maybe for you guys.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was very frustrating. It's very tough that there's a lot of games we put in a lot of great efforts and didn't get the result that we wanted. So that's always kind of a jab at the confidence. In myself especially, where for a lot of those games I wasn't playing the way that I needed to play to help this team win, and just needed to get back to basics and everything obviously feels better when you start winning games and for us, it's just about chipping away and not focus too much on the big picture, but just focus on winning the day and getting better every single day.
5 goals from the D over the past couple of games. What do those contributions mean for the group offensively?
Yeah, they're huge. Whenever you get everybody stepping up, I think it was even tonight, 4 line, 3 deep here. Everybody played great, and play winning hockey to win games. You need everybody to be cooking and being at their best. So they're stepping up right now, and hopefully they keep going.
Dylan, first off, I'll start with an assessment of your team's game tonight. What did you see from your team's game?
Yeah, I think we had a really good game. We had a good start and kind of just rolled with that. And obviously we gave up a little more than we liked to end the game, but I think we played good today.
Ridley joins your line with Brady, and what was kind of that like out of the gate, specifically in the first period? What was working on the forecheck from you guys?
Yeah, I think we all kind of play sort of a similar game, whereas we get on the forecheck, we hunt pucks, we like to work it low and just get around the net. So I think, we had some success doing that, and, those guys are both great players, so easy to play with them.
You're getting goals from the point. What are you guys doing up front that's opening up that?
Yeah, I think, we're just trying to get better body position in front of the net, screen more, and be around that backside just to create more second chances around the net. And, our D are doing a better job of getting it through, so that's helping.
What can you say about Levi and goal? Just having to make 9 consecutive starts since Levi stepped away and just gutting it out every night.
Yeah, he's had to play a lot lately, and he's been doing really good back there. It's a tough workload, couple back-to-backs, so that's definitely not easy. But he's been there for us, and he's been doing good for us.
When you're up 3-0 in the first period, and then you get one really late like that, I mean, you're probably really happy just going in 3-0. What does it do when you go in 4?
Yeah, you get up, but you got to come out and just play the same way. There's still so much game left; anything can happen. You can't start trying to cheat for offense, and I think we did a good job of playing mature after we got up 4-0, and just kind of trying to play the same way and not cheat for that offense. So it's good by our group.
Like last game, you guys did a good job of starting it out, not giving them much, allowing your goaltender to get his feet underneath them. What have you guys determined is the importance of allowing your goaltender to get his feet under?
Yeah, I think a big thing is not turning the puck over and giving them odd man chances, especially early in the game. Making them work for every shot, and that's something we emphasize lots is not turning it over, managing pucks, and not giving them looks. So I think that's something we've done a good job of this year.
Travis, 4th spot in the opening frame of this one. Brady spoke about team identity out of the gate. What did you see from the group?
Just a great start in our game. Anytime you come to the Gardens, playing a desperate team, we knew we had to be ready to play, and power play did a great job to get us started.
That line specifically, you elevate Greg to that spot. What do you see from them tonight?
A great game. All 3 of them played fantastic. They were heavy on the puck, took short shifts, kept their energy high, and played well.
It definitely seemed in the first period, at least looking from above, that when you guys had the puck, it looked like you could move it. You were doing what you wanted with it. What was that? What was it about your game?
I thought our D did a fantastic job as well, going back and making plays. When your breakouts are clean, you're gonna gain zones, and I thought we did a good job of that as well.
Those starts you were referring to, what do they reflect behind the scenes that you guys are doing to get them?
Yeah, I think we've when you go on a little streak and you haven't won for a few, everything gets magnified. We've talked about certain parts of our game, and we've talked about really committing to playing to our kind of hockey and our identity.
And you go up 4-0. It's natural to expect to push back. and maybe even a sit back, right? But
Yeah.
you get the first two in the second period too.
Yeah, that was big. You know, especially we haven't been in a lot of leads like that. We're used to playing tight games, low-scoring event hockey, and it's a little uncharted waters for our group. But I thought we handled it well.
Well, the defense or points coming from the defense, is that an example of them waking up, or is
Yeah,
it team
just
structure?
no. I don't think waking up. I think it's just team structure. We've been creating a lot more than we've been scoring, and it's nice to see some pucks go in the net.